Anime Masters of the Apocalypse, EpiTalks. I am your host, the Joms Viking Warrior Mess. Also with me is the Peasant Warrior Vlad. Hello, Vlad.
Dear Lord, when are we gonna get our corn back? I've worked for many summers to get my days worth of bread. When am I going to get paid?
Well, you see, I need a new throne in my throne collection, so I'm going to have to make a corn tax to
Man, are
pay
you
for
gonna
it.
make your throne out of bread?
No money,
Oh,
gold, but I can sell the corn that you make.
well, I'm just a peasant. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, you don't know economics.
Hello, everybody.
So yeah, we're here to talk about another episode of, another two episodes actually, of Vinland
Hmm.
Saga. And
Yeah, we finally hit the episode number 20.
we
Woo!
did! Woo!
Oh, it seems like almost a half a
Half a
year
year?
since we begun this.
Hasn't it actually?
I
Like, when
think
did the first
was it
episode come out again?
back? It wasn't this. It was last year, right?
I can't remember if it
Was it
started
was?
like the end of last year or like the beginning of this year.
Mm,
Wasn't it? I think it was
well,
close to the beginning of this year, but I'm not sure.
no, yeah. So a quarter of a year.
Well, a long time in any case.
A long time. Yeah.
hmm And these two episodes, they also, like some former episodes we talked about, they very much feel like a two-parter.
Hmm.
Because in the first episode, the quote-unquote war really starts, and then we see the end of the battle in the next one.
Hmm. Hmm.
But the the first episode starts out with the people in Cashel's farm like, preparing for Canute's arrival with his warriors.
Hmm.
And one thing I'm happy that we actually see them like preparing this fence that they talked about
Oh
in the
yeah.
last episode. That shoddy, broken fence. They're actually repairing it.
Mm, yeah. They are trying to make it battle ready.
And
I, re- I, I really like that we got that you remember the thing I said in the last episode that we actually got in the start of the episode 19, but we actually got an interaction between what was it called?
life.
Life, yeah, life, and Thorfinn.
Mm.
It was hard work, but it was actually I really thought it would be more emotional. It was surprisingly down to earth.
Mm.
It,
Yeah, I think.
I was surprised they didn't hug, but no, it was very. It was just very heartwarming words, and of course a lot of encouraging from life to get Thorfinn to go back with him,
Mm.
to go to get on the ship and go with him.
Yeah, getting back
But
to
yeah,
Iceland.
and when what was it? Life said he said that he has changed for the better or something,
Yeah, like
right?
in comparison to when Life met Thorfinn back in England, in York, I think it
Yeah,
was. Then
yeah, and you,
Thorfinn has
mm,
changed since
yeah,
then, and he's changed for the better. He's a lot more like his
yeah,
father now.
yeah. You could really see in Thorfinn's face that that it really meant something to him. That okay, all the pain he has endured and and experienced it's not for nothing. It has in people he loves eyes. It has made him better.
Mm.
In comparison to when last time life saw him, was that was that also in Iceland, or did he see him while he was in his murder
Oh, they saw him
state?
while he was in his murder state. Like they met in York, remember?
Yeah,
In
yeah,
England when
yeah,
close to when Askeladd kills King Sweyn. Then
yeah, yeah.
Life
I
and
remember.
Thorfinn
Yeah.
briefly met.
Hmm. So yeah, yeah, you can really see it in Thorfinn's face that, oh, okay, all the things I have experienced and all the pain I have endured, it in the eyes of people I love and know, it means something, and it in their eyes it has made him a better person. That is very heartwarming. It's good. I really
Mm.
like that. It's a good interaction.
Yeah, and I also like that they show like really how in the around the same scene where they show how terrible condition Anade is in, where
Yes.
like she's coughing and they tell her to like tell Einar to put her to the side so that she don't choke, and you can tell that she's bad right there.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
Yeah, and they're afraid to move her, and it's just harsh.
Hmm.
And then we also see we have some scenes with the guards, and we have some scenes with Ketil preparing the peasants for war,
Hmm.
whatever should I call them. And
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
like the interaction between the Snake and the other guards, where like these are actually trained warriors. They know
Hmm.
they're screwed,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
where they're like where they come up with some options to Snake that either they should just run away, or they should
Hmm.
actually try to capture Ketil and his family to try to bargain
Hmm.
with the king.
I really the backstory for how Snake ended up on the farm. It's it's so sad, but also a bit what is it called? It's funny in a way how he ended there again, and he was taken care of, even if it was a totally fluke.
Mm.
It was, what was it? It was because Ketil
Ketil had the same name as this one
name.
warrior that Snake knew.
Yeah. So he
Known, yeah.
probably again. Where was it where was it we theorized Snake was from?
Well, we don't have to theorize.
Let's,
He said in an earlier episode that he was from Miklagard, so like
yeah.
Constantinople.
Yeah. So he has traveled a fuck ton of kilometers to
Mm.
get there and find out that, oh, well, that's not the person I know.
Mm.
Fuck. And then he was taken care of. So
Yeah.
yeah, we get to know Snake better in this
Yeah,
interaction.
and it also
That
helps like to show why he actually is pretty loyal to like
yeah,
Ketil, because he
yeah,
does owe Ketil and his family a lot.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
even if he knows that some of the stuff Ketil does is shifty,
yeah.
he's still loyal to the farm
Hmm.
and Ketil's
Yeah.
family.
Mm.
And but I also really like that he's also loyal to his fellow guards, where he essentially tells them that if you're gonna go, then go. I'm gonna stay. Probably won't end
Mm.
well, but
Yeah.
I'm staying.
He's not lying to them like Keaton is
No,
to
he's
all
telling them
his.
like how it is,
Yeah.
and then telling them to make a choice.
Yeah.
And the other
I,
guards, being bros, of course, they decide they can't just leave Snake
oh
to die
yeah.
alone. So they're like,
Oh,
we may be like shifty people as well, but we have our own
yeah.
pride. God damn it!
Yeah. Oh, there's two great plot points I want to talk to you about, but they come into the story later.
All right.
Um, but yeah, oh, I really like the way Fox he was walking alongside Snake when they walked out of camp there.
Mm.
He was trembling. He was trembling, and yeah, you can see he's not enjoying this at all.
Mm.
He knows his chill god life is probably over, and probably his life too.
Yeah,
Um,
like they know this is a
but
suicide mission.
yeah, And another great thing, I remember you saying that was maybe 4 episodes ago or something that that Fox for the first time has his eyes open. They have not closed yet since that.
Hmm.
So if I remember right, they are open now. And
Yeah, and it shows
again,
how serious he is.
yeah, he is serious now.
Mm.
So yeah, it is a great indicator of how Snakesmen they have shifted gear. Now they are in real work mode
Mm.
again because even when Garter was that was what Arnade's
Yeah,
husband was
gotta.
called, Garter. Even when Garter was loose, some of the guards they were talking more about, oh, all the things, the horse they are gonna get, and thing, they weren't taking it seriously until they knew, oh fuck, he's gonna kill us.
Mm.
So yeah, but yeah, great visual indicator of not only the state of mind of Fox, but probably the state of mind of every guardsman
Yeah,
on
I would say
Case's
Fox
farm.
definitely like the character that represents the gods in general, because
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
have the time to give to
no,
characterize every
Thatcher.
one of them.
Yeah,
So they
yeah,
just essentially chose one to represent the guard,
yeah. The group. Yeah.
yeah, the group.
Mm.
And then we also see the scene where Ketil is riling up his peasant army, or whatever you should call them, and
Yeah.
where they mention
In
several things, which is really
mm,
cool. That
mm,
one day mentioned that they didn't, that Ketil, when he gathered the group for war, that he didn't
mm,
initially tell them that they're going to fight the king. He
mm,
first told them that after they'd all gathered up and they were like already declared themselves ready to fight, which means
mm,
that if they were to back out now, it would be a stain on their honor.
mm,
And one thing they also mention is that Kate, every one of these people, they essentially owe money to Keto,
mm.
and he will, yeah, like take away their death if they
Yeah.
fight for him.
Mm. Which is it's a great comparison to how Snake is leading his men, or the guards group, because he was totally open, but Ketil, he's a man in, first of all, in deep shit, and he's
Mm.
also very he's desperate.
Oh yeah,
That's the word. He's very desperate, and he has lost a lot of things. He has lost everything. Let's be honest. He has
essentially, like there
lost
is no
everything.
saving him. Like
Uh,
okay, if we actually take a minute to talk about the situation he's in, like how is he gonna get out of this in any sort of good way? Let's say, yeah, let's just say they actually win this battle against
mm,
the king's forces. What's gonna happen? Okay, there can several things. Let's go over the different scenarios. One is that they
mm,
win the battle. That King Canute he manages to escape, which is a very real possibility because the battle is happening at the beach and the boats are right there. Canute
mm,
strategically was at the back so he could always escape if something went wrong.
mm.
Then what will happen? Canute will return with a bigger army. That's
Yeah.
scenario one.
Mm,
Scenario two, they manage to win the battle, kill Canute.
mm,
What's gonna happen then? A new person will become king of Denmark, and what's the first thing he's gonna do? Well, he's gonna
he's
prove that he's worthy of being the king of Denmark. And what's the best
yeah.
way to do that? Kill the people that killed the former king.
Of course.
And it would be a part of like, you know, restore the honor of the Danish crown or something like that.
Yeah. Of course.
Mm-hmm. So like,
So yeah, that's a is there any good ending for Ketil here? Not really.
no. Like the
Not.
only possible maybe like thing where they could come out, Ketil could come out on top. The only scenario where I can come up with would be if they win the battle, they capture the king, and they manage to like make a deal then. But that's a very big if, like, because if they actually capture the king here, one of the things that could happen is that okay, then the king would have personally lost and be captured by this peasant army.
Yeah.
Then the different vassals in Denmark might think, well, Canute's not worth it. Then let's just like appoint a new person to be the king. So like that's the only scenario
Yeah, it's
where
the
they
only
could
problem.
Kittel could maybe come out on top, but that's a big like if.
If yeah,
Like I don't think it would work out that well, but that's a
no,
like it's a
I,
moot
I
point
re-
anyway because of Thorkel's plan. But yeah,
mm. In the scene where Ketil riles up his men, I really like the remarks Torgil gave that it's a smart battle strategy. Don't tell the people who's gonna fight for you who they are gonna fight.
mm.
He's really fucking he's the most riled up for this battle.
Yeah,
And he just sees every opportunity to fight, and more men means more death, more bigger battle. He's really riled up for that. I really like all the remarks he gave in
yeah. I think
in
he
that
actually
scene.
called them fools. Like at one point doing that when
Oh
he's
yeah,
drinking
yeah,
some
yeah. Also
mead, I
that,
guess. And one of
but
the thing with when it comes to Thorkel, like
mm,
I am 100% sure that his plan with all of this, he's not planning to win the war. No, he's planning to go out in a blaze of glory.
oh yeah, yeah.
Like definitely, his plan is not
He's
for the
a
farm and his family to win. No, his plan is to go out in a blaze of glory, as we see with his
yeah,
plan, because his plan, which doesn't even tell his father, is that when
yeah.
the battle starts and while the king's guard is distracted, he will go around and then kill Canute.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
like I mentioned before, if they actually manage to kill the king, that will not win the war for them. And especially
Nope.
in this situation where Thorkel knows that the their peasant army will lose against the regular army.
Mm.
As soon as he kills the king's guard is gonna kill Thorkel. So
Yeah.
Thorkel's plan is to go out and again kill the king and then be remembered throughout history as the great warrior who killed the king of Denmark.
Yeah.
So his plan is to
He's
go out in
doing.
a blaze of glory and
Yeah.
sacrifice his entire family in order to do it, essentially.
Yeah. He's doing the Journey to Valhalla speed run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
But yeah. Now that you said how the strategy of the battle went on.
Oh god, the
Who
amount of amateurist moves by Ketil. Like I can only assume that okay, Snake is actually pretty clever. I can only assume that whenever Snake tried to give any sort of ideas to Ketil was like shut up, go back in line. I got this.
Hmm.
Good. Like okay, I'm not an expert in like warfare, but even I know that just don't do the stuff they did. Like
Hmm.
all right, they had the goddamn high ground and they didn't use it.
No,
They
they went out on the beach and
they just
tried
ran
to
it like
fire arrows.
just
Oh,
throw
oh! Now
at them.
you know again, you know a little bit of a better strategy.
Yeah.
Am I right to assume the reason why they couldn't hit the boats with the arrows was because the wind was against them? Am I right? Because
Maybe.
I will. Well, it came a little bit as a surprise when they fired the arrows, and they didn't go all out to the boats, and then just arrow rained down
Okay,
on
the
them
reason
instead.
the scene is written like that is essentially a way to show like how
They have,
outmatched they are. Like just
yeah,
like
yeah,
show like oh Canute's warriors are just so much better than
yeah. They
these
have better
peasants, so that
boatmen
they can
than
actually
they
hit.
have.
from there.
Yeah. But yeah, it's that was the second thing I thought about when I saw it. It is a great prelude to maybe hint of these people are much more adept in fighting than Ketil's group.
Yeah. Also, all of these are veterans. Like I'm assuming that these are
Mm.
the warriors that Canute used to conquer England. So they've
Yeah,
all been in plenty
probably.
of battles.
Mm. And yeah, it what a bold move. Only to again, it's a bit of a again Canute, as we have seen before. He's all about that power move. He's all about he's all about of winning in the most efficient way as possible. He only brought 100 men because he knew he didn't need more, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that how cool is that? And when we again, as we saw when Snake saw that, and probably a bit as you said before, and when Ketil saw that, not Ketil, Torkel saw that, they were fucked from the
Mm-hmm.
start.
Yeah, like
But
Ketil, he didn't. He just heard the number 100, and he was like,
yeah,
"Only a
yeah.
hundred. We have
Oh,
350.
100
Oh, we're
man,
gonna be easy."
we're gonna demolish
Yeah.
them. So yeah, it's also maybe a move, a strategic move from Canute, because he probably knew a little bit about Keith's psyche right now. It wouldn't surprise me, but he probably knew. Oh, I'm gonna bring the least amount of men so I can bring the army to me instead of I need to hunt them down or something.
Mm. Well,
It wouldn't surprise me.
it's strategic for Canute for different reasons. Like one, it helps show like how powerful the king is by like, oh, he
Mm,
can win this like rebellion with only 100 men for one,
mm,
and also it's
mm.
cost effective. Like the less men he uses, the less money he has to pay for it.
Yeah, and less fair and less boats he needs to bring for
Less
provisions
weapons
and all
and
that.
less food and less everything.
Yeah.
So it's also a cost-effective thing.
Ah, yes, efficient warfare.
Ah, yes.
That's good. So yeah, s- that was a cool set of scenes we had there.
Mm.
What was there more before the? Oh yeah, about the more about the the strategizing, but from Keita's side, and more from Torkel's side. The scene where so sad boy Omar and him the drawing strategic things on the sand. Oh, it's such a good insight of how Torkel thinks that, oh, well, they are gonna die before they can count to 100.
Yeah.
We just need to kill
Kill Canute
kill Canute
while
before
you're
they
counting to 100.
yeah. It's just Jesus Christ. He knows that the most of the peasant men are gonna die. He just needs to do a thing before they all die.
Like I said, he's essentially sacrificing all those people so he can go out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, the fight ensues.
Yeah, and
And
before that, we also have a
mm, mm,
scene with Olmar because the original plan from Thorkel is that Olmar is going to join Thorkel in
no,
his assassination
yeah,
plot. But
yeah.
Olmar he fails. He can't swim
He,
with the sword on his
with a
back.
sword. It's
And
so
then we have
sad.
this really great scene where Omar he's on the beach and he says like, "Brother, I can't be like you." And
Yeah.
that's a great scene because the entire show in the second season, then and when all every time we've seen Omar, he's always been trying to be like his
Mm,
brother, and he's always talking about how that oh he's also a proud warrior just like his brother. But here he's
mm.
acknowledging that he can't be like his brother.
No. and maybe he's also acknowledging that he doesn't wish to be like him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
So
that's very sad.
great.
Oh, before
Yeah.
one, I we finished about the Torkel side of things and the Canute side of things. We have a whole third group we have forgotten a bit about.
Which group is that?
Arnate,
I feel like we should talk about that while after we finish the war
ah
segment of that episode.
okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Torkel he swims like a blood hungry sea lion.
I
Let's
love
call
that
that.
when you see him like come out of the water and his like parts of his
Oh
mouth
yeah.
is still underwater, but you can barely see it. But he has this wicked grin on.
Yeah, he's swimming with a grin on.
Mm.
He doesn't care that it tastes that he has salt water and he's just
And
grinning.
one thing I love that
Oh
he doesn't
damn.
even think about the fact that Olmar isn't with him. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
give his brother a single thought.
No, not at all. And he's not even giving his father and his peasant army who's getting slaughtered right now a single thought right
No,
now.
he's just looking at the king and grinning at the fact that he has an opportunity.
Yeah, yep.
Uh, so I want to
Oh,
talk about the battle itself because,
yeah.
like I mentioned before, Ketil is an idiot.
Hmm.
At least in terms of battle. Like I'm sure he's very business savvy, but
Hmm.
so he has 350 soldiers. Let's just call it that, and
Hmm.
the king only has 100. You have the
Hmm.
numerical advantage. Why the
Hmm.
hell are you just storming them?
Yeah.
I mean, you have the numerical advantage. The basic strategy tells you should try to envelop them.
Hmm.
Like, that's just basic strategy right there.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
even that, why are you attacking them on their terms? Why aren't you preparing for a siege? Don't you, like,
Hmm.
make fortifications? Like, gather food?
Hmm.
Like this is simple stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they're the ones attacking your home turf. You should be the one, like, deciding where to fight them.
Hmm.
And use the terrain to your advantage. You know the terrain.
Hmm.
They don't.
Hmm.
Instead, they're just gathering the army and storming them.
Hmm. Yeah. That was all the decisions were wrong.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can only assume that Snake actually tried to give um, Ketil some pointers with
Yeah.
Ketil just saying,
Yeah.
"Shut up, I got this."
Yeah, he took the L, and when he again, you could argue that Snake actually changed the plan. That when he saw, okay, now there's a lot of that. Well, let's go with actually my plan. Let's go back and prepare for a siege or something, right?
Mm.
And only the future episodes can tell us if that's gonna happen.
Then again,
But
it might also be that Thorgil advised against it because again he wants to go out in a blaze of glory, and
yeah,
a
maybe.
siege is not a blaze of glory.
Yeah. Ah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
like
right.
Thorgil doesn't actually want to win the war. He just wants to go to Valhalla in the most epic way possible.
Yeah.
So it's possible
So
that
yeah,
Thorgil advised him against any sort of defensive moves.
yeah,
And
you're right.
also, when they start the battle out by shooting like a volley of arrows,
Hmm.
which doesn't hit anything. But as soon as
Nope.
they shoot that like one volley, then he says, charge. What
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing? If you have
No.
arrows, then what you do, you keep shooting at the enemy until you run out of arrows. Because,
Hmm.
like, hopefully, like at that point, some of the enemy's soldiers are like dead or incapacitated.
Hmm.
That's the kind of the
Yeah.
point of the arrows. That's why
Yep.
you shoot at people from afar.
Hmm.
Then because once the fighting starts, your troops are um, with the enemy troops. Then you no longer can use your arrows troops because then you would also hit your own
Hmm.
troops.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
Cato is a
That.
fucking idiot.
Yep.
It's clear that he has
Yeah,
never been to any
he's
kind of battle before.
Yeah.
Also, I love that.
He's probably been to battle, but he has never commanded a
I
battle.
refuse to believe Ketil has ever seen any fighting in his life.
Uh, yeah, but yeah, he's clearly blinded by rage
Hmm.
in this
And his
scenario.
own
Yeah,
arrogance at this point,
yeah,
would I
it
also say.
is clearly.
And one thing I love that they show these different like peasants while they're either fighting or preparing for war. They show that they have no armor. They have
Nope.
barely have what accounts as weapons. And
I
I
I
like that.
rem
I saw one guy. He had a
Yeah,
bucket over his head.
yeah. I was just about to say that. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's not warriors we're having here.
No, it's just peasants.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, once the battle really starts, they get slaughtered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they pure carnage.
Mm.
Oh man, when Badger just and he's of course not the only one who's gets limbs cut off of him. There was I remember the scene where one guy he just got flung up to the air by one cutting off his legs by the knees. Just
Mm.
damn. Yeah, they are clearly in a the well, Canute's men are clearly more experienced in battle than they are,
Yeah,
and
I mean
it
they stand in
shows.
like a single line, and they
Yeah,
attack and sink,
yeah.
and they're actually following the rules of warfare,
Mm,
at least
mm,
in terms of strategy.
mm. So yeah, they get fucking demolished.
Yeah, we're gonna end up because the first of the episodes they end like in the middle of the battle, and
Mm,
so we're just gonna go talk about what also happens at the battle in the second episode, and then we're gonna go back to what happens with some of the other characters outside the battle.
yeah. Let's
It's
yeah
easier like that.
let's Yeah, it's much easier.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about what happens in the battle in episode 20 now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it starts out with Torgil ambushing Canute.
Yeah.
It's
After
oh
before that,
hmm?
we see them start to lose the battle with
Oh
these
yeah,
like
yeah,
peasants, some getting their hands chopped off, dying.
yeah.
One
Oh yeah.
really bloody scene with a guy, his eyes were like gouge out or
Oh
something. Ooh, it was.
yeah. He
Ooh.
got slashed across the face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and one thing someone I saw on the web brought up that this what we're actually watching was the censored version
Yeah, I actually thought that too.
because like
That
some of
looked
the
censored.
wounds looked relatively like blacked out or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It
and I honestly
it
I didn't realize that while watching it the first time, but after someone brought it up, I'm like, oh, you're actually right.
it it,
So what's
it would
buy the
it
Blu-rays when they come out, I guess.
yeah.
Like,
It for my taste it was bloody enough. It was
oh yeah, it
gory
was
enough.
very bloody.
I didn't my imagination could fill out the blanks. I
Yeah.
don't feel like I missed anything.
Like, okay, as a general
Um,
rule, I don't like censoring of any kind,
yeah, me too.
but
Yeah.
it wasn't to a point where it like took
It was
away my
distracting.
enjoyment of the show. Like I
Yeah,
didn't even
yeah. I don't
realize it was censored before someone brought it up. So
yeah.
so for
It
what it is, it
it
wasn't that bad.
it wasn't distracting for my taste.
Then me neither.
Hmm.
Let's just
So
hope
yeah,
that in the future it will have it completely uncensored on Crunchyroll or something. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah. It would be a nice option.
Would be nice.
Would be
So,
nice.
but is Crunchyroll gonna
So,
be actually clever and have the have the different systems of you can pay for
you can watch
different
it.
subscriptions with the
Hint,
uh,
hint. Crunchyroll. You have a business opportunity here.
yeah, okay, listen here, Crunchyroll. You have a thing
Yeah.
where you can have different kind of membership. You can pay for one kind of membership, which allows you to do this and this, and you
Hmm.
have, and one of those things is watch all of your anime, you can have another membership which gives you like the ability to have different accounts is like what you can do, or you can download like a certain amount of your animes. Like
episodes
yeah,
and that.
I have no clue why anyone would want to pay for the higher cost subscription. But Crunchyroll, if you actually came up with the idea that the regular subscription price, you get like the regular episode, like broadcasting version, but then with the high paying subscription, then you had the Blu-ray version, which again of the different series, and which
And
again would
maybe
be
some extra
uncensored. And what?
and maybe some extra material
Yeah,
like
and some extra materials
cast.
like behind the scenes footage of your different
Yeah,
actors, like
yeah.
recording, and or maybe some episode commentaries.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Would be all for
other
that?
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I would be
that
willing
would
to
be.
pay an extra. I don't know how much, but I would be willing to pay actually kind of a lot for that opportunity for that. So anyway,
So listen, please do this.
Crunchyroll. I know you're
Control.
never gonna watch this, but if just please be better. Like I want the anime
Yeah,
industry to do good,
yeah.
and you're the main like uh,
You're the main
main place to watch anime for
distributor.
the
Yeah,
distributor of anime in the West. So do good, be good, do better.
yeah. Be good.
Like
Do better.
I want to tell other people that Crunchyroll is great, but you're lacking.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Anyway.
Well.
Oh, and have the opportunity to skip openings.
Oh yeah. Please,
Like
please, please.
like a very simple thing.
Yeah.
Just come up with a button that I can press so that I can skip the opening.
And then, yeah. And skip the
The ending
end
as well.
titles. Yeah, so you can watch maybe if there is a scene in the ending, you can skip right to that.
Yeah. Again, don't skip it automatically. Just have a button that I can press so I can choose whether do I
Yes.
want to watch this now or do I just want to skip to the next.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a rant for a longer video at one point.
Oh yeah.
Like Crunchyroll, be better rants.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at one point we will have an AnyTalks episode where we talk about the current
anime
in
distribution.
The West.
Yeah.
Just anime its situation in the West and how it can be better.
Yeah.
So,
probably.
We're continuing.
Okay. Well, Vinland Saga. Yes.
Yes, that's the thing. So they are losing the war, and we get some insight into Fox's like backstory.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that was actually really cool to see how he apparently killed like a noble son or something in the past, and
maybe that's how he lost his honor or something. Why he needed to be called Fox and go to.
I'm thinking that's it.
Yeah,
but it also like
it
also ties back to that entire scene with him and where he attacks Thorfinn earlier in the season.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He talks about how he loves this like feeling of superiority he feels when he's like either like killing or hurting someone who's clearly like out of their depth. That's that feeling of superiority he feels over that, which he couldn't get out of Thorfinn back in that scene. So it explains why he became so angry when the Thorfinn just didn't give him the satisfaction he wanted.
But it's also why we see him now trembling.
Yeah, like he knows that now he's the one out of his depth. Like these people, they love war and they are much better at it than him.
Yeah, I actually think right after he said that, and right after we saw all the scenes in his backstory, and we see his reaction to all that, we see some of the warriors from Knut's group. They were smiling and all that. They love this, and yeah, it's very scary from here for him because I'm out of my depth and I'm against people who fucking love this. Fuck. So
And
yeah, it's
yeah, and then we
yeah,
see, of
it's a
course,
real bad situation. Yeah.
yeah, and then he sees the other guy, Badger, was that his name? Like he's getting
Mm,
screwed over. Like his arm gets cut off, and
yeah.
we have this one warrior, Jobs Viking, I think it is, who was just playing with him, and
Yeah.
Fox he wants to go over there and help him, but he's like frozen stiff. He can't move.
Yeah. His knees are shaking.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
on I'm gonna be honest. When he first we saw it from his point of view when he looked down at his legs. For a second, I
Mm.
thought we would see him pee his pants.
Oh yeah, I had the same feeling. Yeah, but yeah, it didn't happen. But
Oh, it
it
didn't
wouldn't
happen.
surprise me.
Oh, it wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me either. Like it
Mm.
looked like they were building up to that.
Yeah.
Of course, as um, Badger was about to die, Snake comes in and
Mm.
saves him.
Ooh yeah. He sweeps in. It's Snake. Snake is actually. I'm not that fan of feathers on the helmet, but Snake he pulls it off.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls it off real nice. He's
Yeah,
stylish in that suit.
and
So yeah, he
he
comes in
works
and
that sword like like a magic wand.
yeps, yeps, he does.
Mm-hmm. So it's cool to see that Snake he actually manages to kill like a couple of warriors.
Mm, mm.
Like really showing that how that even though these are elite warriors, Snake is also like a really among the best warrior.
Experienced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's been Thorfinn compared him to Askeladd before. So
Mm, mm,
yeah, so Snake is like elite warrior,
mm, mm.
and
He's probably the best one with Torgil.
yeah, like
Him and
Thorkill
Torgil
and
is
Snake are probably close to like equal in how good they are.
mm,
Like they said
yeah.
early on that Snake actually trained Thorkill, so
Mm, mm,
they're probably close to
yeah.
each other in skill.
Yeah.
But then once everything goes bad or been going bad, then Snake tells Fox to retreat, and Fox also like yells out retreat,
Mm,
and
mm.
everyone from Keitel's side is like, we're done, we're out.
Yeah.
So they start
That
running
that
away.
I remember actually one of them saying actually laughing while he ran because he thought, "Oh, finally, I'm not gonna die today."
Hmm.
He was relieved that he was not going into battle.
Yeah,
But yeah,
and then of course we have Keitel like trying to convince his soldiers
yeah, he
to
wasn't
stay.
having any of that.
No, and I love that scene where he actually stops one of them and he's like, "Do you think I will like take away your death with this level of like
Oof.
effort?" And the guy just laughs
Yeah,
at him.
yeah. Because he knows that not Torgil, Keitel is screwed
Yeah,
either
either
way.
way.
He knows his depth is demolished anyway.
Hmm. And
So
one
yeah.
thing that's I think interesting to see is that okay, taking this guy who's talking with Keitel's words for it, he's saying like how everyone there actually secretly like either hated Keitel or had a problem with him, but they just kind of like shut it up and
Yeah.
dealt with it. And the reason, okay, as far as we've seen with Keitel, yeah, before all this bad stuff happened, he wasn't actually doing anything really bad in his community. But I can
Mm,
assume since he was, again, he was the rich guy who owned all this land and was the most influential person around, probably. There was
mm,
probably a lot of like resentment from the
mm.
different
Oh,
people that living in the area.
yeah,
Like the
probably.
fact that they all owed Keitel money shows a bit about like how much he was essentially how much Keitel has had involved himself with essentially everyone that lived around there.
Mm, mm.
So I can
Yeah.
tell that there are definitely some resentment towards Keitel in the community,
Mm, mm. Yeah.
and I just think that's interesting to see. That even though we haven't actually seen Ketil do much to warrant it, that it makes sense that there would be some resentment there.
Yeah, it makes a little sense.
Yeah, kind of like how we sometimes talk mostly jokingly about how we hate the rich because they're rich and we're not.
Yeah.
But I take that to another level because society back then was a bit more unfair than it is today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
so, so yeah, and then of course some guy comes up with an axe and hits Cato in the head. Luckily,
Yeah.
he's one of the only people with a helmet, so he survives.
Yeah. One thing I was a bit surprised. Do you remember one of what was he called? The guy who what was that? The guy who commanded the Joms Vikings that told Canute that one of our men killed someone who looked like Ketil, or was it another guy? I don't
No,
remember.
it was a wolf who told
Yeah,
Canute, and he's like Canute's right hand man.
yeah. How did he get word so quickly? Maybe there was a bit time between, but from where I was watching, it felt like, oh, he has the eyes of an eagle. He could see it right there.
He doesn't have the eyes of an eagle. He has the eyes of a wolf.
Ah,
His name is Wolf.
yes, he could smell it.
Yes.
But yeah, it felt because we didn't see any messenger come or something.
Yeah, I just
It
assumed that he could see it from where he is. Like he said, he wasn't sure. So
yeah
you have to remember,
yeah
Cato was the only guy on a horse
yeah. So
on
maybe
the
he
other
saw
side,
someone
and he
walk.
also, again, he was one of the only people who was fully armored. So Cato did
Yeah
stand out.
yeah. So yeah, as we find out later that Ketil was actually the one who was struck.
Yeah,
So he wasn't completely wrong, but he wasn't killed.
he didn't die. He was knocked
So
out, but he didn't die.
yeah yeah
I love that when a snake comes over and saves Cato, he's like, "Damn, you're heavy."
yeah. But
and,
yeah,
and
Wolf goes out with some of the men to get a little bit more of a reading of who it was, right?
yeah, and before
Am I
that, we also
wrong?
have to one last thing that Snake says before he carries
Mm.
Cato away. He says that uh, since you're the commander of this army, you
Oh
have to take
yeah,
responsibility. You can't just take the easy way out and die now.
yeah.
And it really shows a lot about Snake's character, how he's all about
Hmm.
honor, really.
Yeah.
And he's like, essentially to Snake, like, if you agree to do something, then you follow through to the end, and you take the
Hmm.
consequences that come with it.
Yeah.
And then we go back to Wolf goes away from Canute to check if that was
Hmm.
really Cato. And then Canute says also something interesting that shows Canute's character, where he's like, the Jom's Vikings are killing the people that are fleeing. Where
Oh
Canute says
yeah.
that according to his orders, you shouldn't kill fleeing enemies or like kill needlessly, something like that.
Hmm.
Where again we see like Canute is willing to kill as many people as he needs to, but he only
Yeah.
kills because he feels he needs to. He doesn't actually enjoy
Hmm.
killing.
Hmm.
So again, it shows Canute's character and how he's actually trying to be the good king.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
then of course
He's
Dornville comes up.
yeah. Oh, the grin on his face while he runs is just he will. He's all again. I I could imagine it feel he has the same feeling as a child who's playing hide and seek and is now getting out. But in this instance, he's getting out and stabbing someone,
Yeah.
or cutting off someone's head.
I love that also we
Damn.
see that Canute has really improved his swordsmanship.
Oh
That
yeah.
he manages to block
Actually, block. Yeah.
Thorville's sword blow. And
Yeah.
someone on the internet brought up something interesting that I'm not sure if it's correct or not, but um, the area that that Torgil is trying to the
Cut.
hit on Canute
Yeah.
is the same place that Thorfinn back in season 1 cut with his knives. So
Oh.
Canute is more alert, like because of that experience.
Oh, that is an interesting
It's an interesting
observation.
idea
Yeah.
there. Like I didn't think about it, and
No.
he's wearing a helmet, so I can't actually see where that scar is. But if it's true, then
Yeah.
interesting.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he blocks,
Yeah,
and his sword is almost snapped.
breaks from the impact.
The power,
The
the
power of
fucking
Thorgil.
power. Yeah.
I love how Thorgil actually compliments Canute on being able to
Yeah.
block it. Like, oh, I see, my king, you become a lot better. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. And then he murders the 2 guards that were there, like cuts their heads off.
Oh yeah.
One clean swipe.
I thought that the fight would be a little bit longer, but nope. He just promptly executes those 2 guards right there and then. Damn.
And then we have this
So, yeah.
very short fight between Thorgil and Canute, where Canute is essentially just trying to survive.
Yeah.
Like he's.
Oh, I really.
Yeah.
I really liked when Canute looked down at his hand and we see the broken sword, but his hand is also shaking because it was what was it? It was his hand. What was it?
It was like the impact of it.
Yeah,
like, his hand.
Yeah, it hurt his hand. It was almost dislocated or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, this is just wow. His sword was broken, but he also took some major damage from that blow. It's just damn. It again the power of Thor, the power of all the characters with Thor in the start of their names. Yeah,
it's like if you have Thor in your name, you know you're a problem.
Yeah, everybody should know that you are a problem.
Yes, like Thorfinn, Thorgil, Thorkel, Thor himself. Yeah. They're all like some of the best warriors and strongest in this show.
Yeah, it's a great thematic thing in the series. Yeah, but yeah, Thorgil abruptly executes 2 of Canute's guard, and Canute tries to, as you said, tries to survive by throwing his cape over Thorgil, so he gets disorientated and tries to get another sword. How? Oh yeah, he Thorgil actually caught him and was almost there to kill him, but then as what was it Wolf's sword?
Yeah, Wolf. He threw his sword, which hit like Thorgil's head.
Oh, yeah.
And then Wolf comes in with a spear, hits. Oh, by the way, the spear, that's a wrestling term. He runs into Thorgil.
Yeah.
Tackles him.
Yeah.
And it throws him to the ground. And then we have this painful scene where Wolf is trying to choke Thorgil.
Oh yeah.
And then Thorgil he pokes one of Wolf's eyes out.
Oof. Yeah.
And it becomes a battle of endurance.
Yeah.
Where
who can
give up first?
Yeah. Oh, and when Thorgil he used his fingers in the eye socket of a wolf to just pull him to his side. It's just pain.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how painful that is.
Oh, that's very painful. Jesus Christ, that's painful.
Yeah. Oh, damn. I felt my toes curl a little bit there when that happened. Did Thorgil run right after that? I don't remember. Again,
no. He first stands up and then he gets surrounded by Canute's guards.
Yeah.
And then he yells up, "God damn it!" or something. He
yells, did it?
And then he runs away.
Didn't he just yell "fuck" or something?
I don't remember what. I think he
I
just
don't know.
looked like rah or something,
Yeah,
and then he
you
ran.
can really hear in his voice he's very irritated that this wasn't the time for him to get the legend of him. He was the one uh, who
Canute.
killed Canute. Yeah,
Mm.
he was. Yeah, he's pissed, and then he this legend just goes out the same way he went in.
Yeah,
Just
goes into the sea and
damn,
swims away.
damn,
Impeccable
with
swimming
open
technique, I gotta
wounds,
say.
with a open hand wound. Damn.
Yeah, oh, that salt water in his new hand wound. That can't be
Oh,
healthy.
yeah, that must hurt. That
Yeah.
must fucking hurt. Oh, and I really like that Canute says to Wolf that they shouldn't go after him because he still wants him in his guard,
Yeah.
in his army.
Like, because of how
Just
good of a warrior Thorkel actually is.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Mm,
Canute is so fucking cool.
yeah. Like, this guy who
Oh,
almost killed me, I want him to work for me.
yeah, I want him.
And this is where I actually have a bit of a critique to the
Mhm.
translation, the Danish translation that
Ah,
Netflix came with. Where,
oh
because
yeah.
in the Danish translation he said, Knut says something like he has to work for me, something like that.
Mm,
But in the English translation, and the translation which is the translation that's closer to what I remember reading in the manga, there Canute says something like, "I would like him to work for me again."
yeah, yeah, I can see what you're saying. It seems more like he has respect for his skills.
Yeah, well, like
Like,
in the English translation, it's more like, "I would like for him to work for me again because of his skills," but
yeah,
like
in the Danish
if it's not
translation,
possible, then well,
it's
it is what it is. But in the Danish, that's like, he has to work for me again.
yeah, it almost it makes it sound like that the Torgil is some product on the shelf in the supermarket.
Mm.
So yeah, it's yeah, I can see what you're saying there. It seems more like Canute to wish for something to be possible
Yeah,
rather than
rather than Canute just declaring, "I want that thing,"
yeah, like
like
some
some
child.
kid in the supermarket pointing at
Yeah,
like a video game.
I want candy, mom.
You can't have candy. You need to eat more carrots.
But I want the one who can kill people.
Uh,
So
yeah,
yeah, but yeah, I see. But I'm yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah.
yeah.
If,
So anyway,
so
so that's the war essentially.
that's the war.
So
Yeah.
now let's talk about what Einar, Thorfinn, and Arnade and Leif, those guys, what they've
Yeah,
been up to.
what they are doing.
Yeah.
All the sad.
Hmm.
Time for all the sad.
Yeah. So they know that the battle is going to happen, and they get the idea to run away, essentially, while the
Mm,
war is happening.
mm,
And so they put Arnade in this carriage, which
mm,
they slowly try to ride towards Leif's boat, I assume.
mm, mm,
And I love how the other Thorfinn, who we are going to refer to as Hawkeye from now on, because
mm,
that's his nickname.
mm.
So Hawkeye is all like, "Isn't this stealing? Like, we're stealing a slave right now."
Yeah, yeah.
Like, because technically Arnade is not free. Even
Mm,
though she's dying, she's not free.
yeah.
Damn, that's a sad thought.
Yeah, yeah, but it is sad.
But life is like, "Ah, don't worry, we left a lot of money for her."
Mm.
Which
I
obviously is
think
not how that works, but eh.
nah. But I think life knows that we're probably not gonna get in trouble for this.
Yeah.
If you see the situation that is unfolding down on the beach right now.
Kitzel has other worries right now.
Yeah, yeah. A lost slave is the least of it right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then we
I don't
have
remember if
this.
we cut. Yeah.
Yeah, we have this interesting scene we um, we follow Anade, where she's in this like she goes from being in this wagon to being in this dark forest where
Mm,
she's also in a wagon there, but she's in this dark forest there. She's like fine, and she's holding her unborn son in her arms essentially,
mm.
and also the wagon is being drawn by Gara.
Got her. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course this is all symbolic in the fact that she's dying, because
Yeah.
Gadar is also talking about how they will soon be out of this dark, sad, creepy forest into a better
Mm,
life. Like she will soon
yeah.
be dead, and she will join her family in death.
Yeah.
And
I really like the change of visual representation of passing to the afterlife
yeah,
again, because in the early episodes we got Garter. He was under the water, but Anade, she is in dark forest.
mm,
Oh damn! Both of those visualizations are so pretty. Again, Mappa, mwah, take a
take a shot.
shot, take a shot.
Yep.
So yeah.
So yeah,
Oh.
one thing I noticed after this is that one of the things that Vinland Saga, like in general, does really well is when they kill off a character. They are really
Mm,
good at killing off characters. That feels
mhm,
weird to
mhm.
say, but it's true.
Yeah, yeah,
But
and they are really great at all those scenes where we need to make a
emotion. They're great at
visual, yeah,
emotion.
a visual representation of emotions. They are so fucking good at it, both in Thorfinn's handling of uh, of his past and
Mm.
with Garter and oh
And now with
all that.
Arnate.
Mwah. And now with R8, it's just damn. They are fucking kings at that.
Yeah, and the fact that it's different visuals, like for each one, which
Hmm.
makes sense because of course the experience would be different from person to person.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's really just good job. Like what more can I say?
yeah. Good fucking job. Yeah. So yeah.
And then
Um.
we of course see this interesting scene in that forest where um, they're going towards the exit of the forest into this white
Mhm,
light,
mm, mm.
and Arnade sees this deer and wolf
Oh
in the
yeah,
distance,
yeah, yeah.
and so okay,
How did you see that? Because I actually was a little bit confused.
I saw it as that wolf and deer representing Thorfinn and Einar,
Ah.
and I have several reasons for that. But
Hmm.
the first one is that after that Arnade saw those two, she had those two animals. She had this like short conversation with Gada where she says that she has some people that she needs to say goodbye to, like the people who took care of her,
Yeah,
referring to
you're
Thorfinn
right.
and Einar. And for
Hmm.
when it comes to a deer and a wolf, it makes sense for why that Thorfinn and Einar would be represented by those animals, because
Hmm.
Einar is the deer and Thorfinn is the wolf.
Hmm. Hmm.
And the
Yeah.
reason why that works really well is because to Arnate, Einar has been this like really nice person who's just been really good to her all this time, like always like talking to her in the morning and just really trying to help her. So
Hmm.
he's like this again represented by this big deer, and
Hmm.
again who's obviously a symbol of goodness and all that. And by the
Hmm.
way, the color of the deer also is the same as Einar's like hair color and all that.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
the wolf, which is the smaller of the two, just like how Thorfinn is smaller than Einar. But also
Hmm.
at this point, Einar Ane has seen Thorfinn in action, and she knows
Yeah.
that Thorfinn is actually this person who can like kill someone with his
Harm
bare
and kill. Yeah,
hands like so easily.
yeah,
So he's like a wolf who is
yeah.
trying to like be a good like person, like change his ways,
Mm,
as opposed to Einar, the deer, who has always been good.
mm.
So I saw it as
Yeah.
the wolf representing Thorfinn and the deer representing Einar.
Huh.
And and yeah, she also says like
Yeah.
some people, some creatures are still trying to live in this world despite everything.
Mm,
Again,
mm.
referring to how the wolf and the deer is still in this dark forest trying to survive, just like how Thorfinn and Einar is in the real this harsh real world
Whoa.
trying to make a
Yeah.
good life for themselves.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm glad that I waited to make my assumptions until we made this episode, because I didn't see it that metaphorically. I just saw a deer and a wolf, and I thought, oh, that there's still creatures. Maybe a little a bit about Thorfinn and and Einar, but I didn't equal them to the one or the other. But now that I see it, that the forest is a visual representation of the dark world that Arnade thinks the living world is,
Yeah.
and the wolf and the deer being representation of Thorfinn and Einar. Oh, that's so great, man.
Hmm.
That's good.
You want to know something even better? That wasn't in the
Mm.
manga. This is Mappa being fucking masters.
Ah! Oh, Jesus, take a shot!
Like, what can I
Oh,
say?
Jesus. Damn, they're fucking kings and
You
queens.
know what? I want to talk to
Damn.
my former self who was worried when I heard that Wit Studios weren't going to animate it, and I heard Studio Mappa, and I was like, oh, I hope they do well. I want to punch
Oh,
that guy.
yeah. Oh, damn.
Like,
Go back and just fuck no, just enjoy it.
just.
Oh,
I'm sorry for ever doubting you, Mappa. You are the kings.
yeah.
You are the masters. I
Yes.
will bow
You're the
before
best.
your studio.
Yes. Yes. Oh, damn. Wow. Oh man, that whole scenario is such a it's such a big part of that whole wagon journey,
Hmm.
that whole wagon scene, those two episodes. I can't even imagine that not being there,
Yeah,
because
again.
it sets up all the other things that's gonna happen right after.
Hmm. So it's
So,
funny,
yeah,
like this entire arc in the manga goes by like really fast. So I was
yeah.
expecting like maybe they would use like 10 or 12 episodes for this entire arc, like
Mm.
at most. But no, they're
Ooh.
using 24 episodes to tell this masterful story, and it feels not like dragged out at all. It just
No, no.
feels like perfection.
Yeah, it feels right.
Yeah.
It just feels right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
again.
need.
I think I said this before, but Vinland Saga is a really unusual situation. It's where I would honestly say that the anime is better than the manga, and
Oof.
I don't say that often.
Damn,
Quite the
I can
opposite.
hear. I can already hear the pitchforks being sharpened.
I know there's some people that wants to kill me now. I'm sorry, I
But
love the
yeah.
manga, but
Mm.
like Mappa kills it. What can I say?
Yeah. Damn.
So
Ah. So yeah.
she wakes up Arnade and
Mm.
begins talking to the other people in the wagon, like Einar and Thorfinn, and
Mm.
she asks them like where they're going, and
Mm.
Leif tells her that they should go to his village on Greenland, where he says that it's a little
Iceland?
cold.
Was it Greenland or Iceland?
No,
He
Leif is
came
from
from.
Greenland. It's Thorfinn who's from
Ah.
Iceland.
Okay. Ah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, get your Nordic like sagas correct.
Oh. But yeah.
Yeah, and but then of course, Arnade asks if there's slaves there or if there's war there, And there we have
Oh, yeah.
another point where I actually have to critique the Danish translation,
Mm.
because in the
Oh,
Danish
thank.
translation, Life says something like, uh, "I don't want to lie to you. There is war there." But in the English translation, he says something like, "I don't want to lie to you. It's possible that war will come there in the future."
But no, but what? Where did you see it? Was it on Crunchyroll or was it on Netflix?
I saw the Danish translation on uh, on Netflix.
Me too, because maybe I saw it on Crunchyroll because in the Danish translation, I clearly remember him saying the same thing that I'm not gonna lie to you, that we have had war in the past, and it's likely that there's gonna be war in the future.
I just remember. Okay, I obviously the latest thing I saw the English translation as the latest one, but
Okay.
I just
But
remembered
I'm
it as him the way he says it, him being like more resolute about there is war there, or
ah
there will be war there. Where
okay.
in the English it was much more like it's very well possible that war will come at some point in the
Mm,
future, maybe.
huh. Maybe again because I don't I got the feeling that he was not laying any kind of frosting on it. He was he really tried to not lie to an aide that it's probably gonna happen again.
Also, he
But maybe
mentions
if
that there
I
was war in the past there as well.
yeah, and maybe if I watch the English sub sometime in the future, I'm gonna have the same feeling, the same experience as you. The way that the subtitles, the way that how they are structured, and how the words that are used, that can really make a difference
Yeah, and it's like a single
in the
word can
weight.
make all the difference.
Yeah, it can really make a sentence have more meaning or less meaning,
Mm. And
and some words have more weight than others. Yeah.
yeah, and it should be said I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know which one is like the correct translation.
Yeah, yeah.
But I enjoyed the other more. Just
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that is a valid thought. Yeah.
mm.
But yeah, cool.
Yeah, and of course that's after Ane hears that it's possible that there will be war there again. She says she doesn't want to
Hmm.
go there, and then
Yeah.
of course Einar, he doesn't want her to die, so
Uh,
he's like, oh my, didn't you say you would build a life for your unborn child and all that? Where Ine tells
oh,
Einar that
yeah.
the child is already dead and it's time for her to
Yeah,
like
passed on.
join her children and husband
Yeah.
in the afterlife.
Yeah. Well, was that also the point where she said that she only came back to say thanks to Thorfinn and Arne?
Yeah, to say farewell,
Yeah,
like goodbye.
around there. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Ah,
And
so fucking powerful. Yeah.
then we have a really awesome scene, and I didn't even realize this again before someone else on the internet brought it up. Man, people on the internet are so smart. Um,
Hmm.
like Thorfinn, he goes over and tries to like use basic CPR to revive her,
Yeah.
and this mirrors that one of the first episodes of the first season, where we have that escaped slave that comes into Thorfinn's house, where his father actually uses CPR in order to try to bring him back from life.
Oh shit! Yeah, I think I remember that actually.
Yeah,
Whoa, cool.
and because remember Thorfinn says something like, "My father taught me this way in order to bring people back to life," and I was like, "When did he
Oh
do
yeah.
that?"
Yeah,
But then someone brought
but we
up
see that.
that he did do that in the first season, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you're right."
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
and
so cool.
of course, then Thorfinn tells Einar that keep talking to her, where Einar
Mm.
ends up actually
Uh,
telling
pro
Ane
proclaiming his
that,
love to
yeah,
her. Yeah.
and it of course
Oh, so
doesn't
hot,
work.
so fucking sad. Yeah.
Yeah, Ane dies, and where, yeah, and
Yeah.
we have some more parallels with season one, where at the end, Thorfinn he tells Arne about Vinland, like about a world without war and
Yeah.
without slaves, which the same thing that his father did to that other escaped slave. Like in his dying
Mm.
moments, his father told him about Vinland.
Whoa. Oh,
Like
that's cool.
I know that the parallels, and also one
Yeah.
thing I realized, like after watching this episode, is that the makers of Vinland Saga have a lot of faith in their viewers, in that we
Mm.
can remember all these scenes from the first season.
Yeah.
Because it's I didn't get some of the callbacks to the first season. I did get, but I didn't get all of them.
Mm.
Like yeah, there was an earlier episode where we saw, I don't remember if it was Thorfinn thinking about it, probably was, where um, we saw like a slave girl from the first season where something that she
Mm.
told
Oh,
Thorfinn,
that
and
whole episode was so sad.
yeah,
That oh damn. Yeah.
yeah, but that's something like I feel like not everyone will remember,
No. No.
but again, it makes sense if you remember it. So I wonder if the best way to watch Vinland Saga is that if you like watch it all of it in like one go, maybe.
Mm.
At least
Yeah,
in order to like
you would
get
probably
everything.
remember it. Yeah, you would remember things better than I or you are right now.
Hmm.
So yeah, but yeah, oh damn, so cool with all these parallels.
Yeah, and also it's
But
cool to see how
hmm?
Thorfinn is becoming more like his father.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Whoa.
He's
Yeah,
becoming a true
yeah,
warrior.
yeah. But also the whole mentality of his father. He was not stoked about going on a raid
Hmm. Like
um,
again, being
to England.
anti-conflict, being anti-war, and anti-slavery as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, and again, and Thorfinn is slow, is not slowly. He is in that mind state now.
Hmm.
He has the same feelings that his dad
Yeah, after his own
has. Yeah,
experiences.
yeah. But wow, that's so cool.
Hmm. And after
Oh,
Anate dies, then of course Snakes comes around with the Ketil on his back,
yep.
and Einar goes ballistic
Yeah,
because
yeah.
obviously he blames Ketil for Anate's death because
Mm-hmm.
Ketil is to blame for Anate's death. He
Mm.
bashed the shit out of her with a club or a stick or whatever.
Yep.
So he wants to murder Ketil. I don't really blame him. Um,
Mm. He
and
really he at a point he looked like Garter.
yeah, he did that thing with the
His
eyes
eyes,
where they go
yeah, he
completely
all
white.
whited out and
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's in the show whenever they want to show like berserk state, they
yeah,
always show like the eyes go completely white,
yeah.
like
They did the
loss
same
of
thing with
reason.
Bjorn, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they also showed it
Mm.
with Gada, not Gada, with Thorkel at one point. So
Oh, yeah, you're right.
so it's with
Yeah.
like complete loss of reason and just go
Hmm.
give give way to rage.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
I think it's a cool visual indicator of it, personally.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's cool. But yeah,
And
Thorfinn tries to stop him.
yeah, and
Mm.
it's really cool how Thorfinn actually ends up having to punch Einar in order to
Yeah.
stop him.
Which is so anime.
Oh yeah, I think that's a trope on TV tropes actually.
Yeah. Do you remember what it's called?
Get a hold of yourself, man.
Yeah, yeah, probably.
Something like that. And
Yeah.
there's also a different trope, like similar trope that's called like beat the curse out of him or something.
Mm.
But that's more when there's like something like a magic curse or something controlling them or something.
Mm.
Yeah,
But yeah. It is a.
it's a trope.
It is. Yeah. It is something like that almost. Yeah. Again, he
Hmm.
was cursed by rage or something. But yeah.
Yeah, and I really love Snake's how he's handling this entire situation where he's like, ah, I see, Annate's dead, isn't she? Where he's like
Mm.
understanding of like Einar's anger.
Mm. Yeah.
And then of course we have Thorfinn's position out of all this, that living a life based on revenge or doing something based on revenge is not good. It's not gonna bring you happiness. Of course, from his
Yeah.
own experience with Askeladd, and he doesn't
Mm.
want Einar to go towards the same like darkness that he has.
Mm. Yeah, he knew that even if Einar was going to get through Snake and getting to Castle and kill him, it wouldn't make him feel any better.
No, quite the opposite, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I don't think Snake would have allowed Einar to do anything
No,
to
no.
Ketil. Snake would have fucked Einar up. No offense, Einar. So yeah, that's about the end of that scene. I think the next scene we see that they've like made a grave to Anade. Where
Mm.
Dolphin is looking throughout like over the ocean, and then he's recalling Canute's speech in season one, where
Oh
Canute talks
yeah.
about how God is actually like really bad, and how
Mm.
Canute wants to make a paradise on Earth and all that to say
Mm.
that we don't need heaven and all that.
Mm.
And it's funny because I watched someone else watching that scene, and they took it as that being Dolphin's words.
Ah,
So yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
Huh.
again, I don't know if they couldn't hear the change in voice or something, but
Mm.
so yeah, again, putting a
Yeah,
lot of faith in
because
your viewers that they can
yeah,
remember everything.
yeah, because what from all we know right now with Thorfinn, he's actually curious about Christianity
Yeah,
right now. Yeah. So yeah, but because we know that we know that Canute is annoyed by the idea of God and his and the heaven and all that because
he sees it
yeah
as unfair, essentially.
that only when you die you go up to heaven and live a good
Yeah, and
life.
also
But
like how like God has this paradise in heaven and he's not sharing it with his children on again.
yeah,
Canute has a
yeah,
father complex essentially.
yeah,
He has a problem with fathers,
yeah,
and in the Christianity, then God is the father of all men. So the
yeah.
fact that their quote unquote father isn't probably taking care of them, but it's just left them in this horrible world filled with war and death
Yeah,
is
that that
terrible
that
to Canute.
almost yeah, and it also mirrors a bit how he feels about his father,
Yeah,
probably.
his own father, like he feels how he feels neglected from his own father's grave.
Yeah, yeah.
So again, he takes a father not looking after his children personally.
Yeah,
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah, but Canute is a greatly written character.
Yeah,
They all are. Like,
yeah, they are. Well, I can pinpoint a character I don't like
I
in
can't
in this
pinpoint anything I
series.
don't like about this show in general.
Yeah, yeah. No, I can't. I can't either.
Is this a perfect anime? Question mark.
Question mark? Surprise face. What is that called? The thing, the picture in the
The
start of a
surprise, the
YouTube video.
Pikachu face. That what you're talking about?
Yeah, surprise picture face. Yeah, yeah. No, surprise face thumbnail YouTube video. Is this the perfect anime? Oh,
Like
but
once
yeah.
we are done with all the episodes, we make like a single video about Vinland Saga in general, where one of the things was like the perfect anime? Question mark.
Question mark? But yeah, let's see to that. But
Yeah. So
but yeah, we have. I think is this gonna be a 21 episode or 25 episode anime? I don't
24.
know.
From what
24.
I know,
Okay,
there's
so
going to be 24 episodes. So we're still like
okay,
4 episodes to go
okay. So we are slowly crawling to a
to
ending here,
yeah.
which they set up really well with Thorfinn slowly, very very steadily walking to Canute and Leif calling him that he needs to promise to get back to Iceland.
Hmm.
So yeah, we're slowly getting ready Damn.
to the
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 fight.
final confrontation that we've been waiting for the entire
Yeah.
season, when Canute and Thorfinn is gonna meet again.
It's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that was actually gonna happen. I thought that maybe Arnade, Einar, and Leif was gonna go back to Greenland, and maybe they're gonna go find go on a journey to find Vinland, and just gonna see Keith's farm burning up while they flee. But no. Thorfinn isn't done with this.
He's
Oh,
gonna settle this.
damn. No. Well, I don't remember exactly why is it that Thorfinn thinks it's important for him to talk with Canute.
Mm, I think it's mostly it's because of the fact that he's trying to make up for everything bad that he's done. Like he said before to his talk with Einar, like he has to build more houses than he's destroyed. So
Yeah,
now he's going to basically take a first step with some of that to try to actually stop this conflict from becoming bigger than
yeah,
it
you're right.
already is.
Yeah, you're right. Damn, that's cool.
Hmm.
I'm very excited. I'm so excited to
Yeah,
see how
and
how this gonna
I'm just
go
gonna say
down.
that in the next episode, I think we are in the next couple of episodes actually, we're gonna come to two of my favorite moments from the manga, and I
Ooh,
cannot wait to see it animated. I'm gonna like
ooh,
gush over how awesome those moments are once we get to those episodes. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be
that's
me
so
just
cool.
going, oh, and I am so
Yeah.
hyped to see it finally.
So dear viewer, don't miss out. It's gonna be good.
Yes,
It's
the
gonna be
17
very
people
good.
that saw our last video are obviously also gonna watch this one.
Yeah.
Be ready for the
Don't
next video.
don't, don't miss out.
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, one
Yeah.
last um, thing to bring up is that Thorfinn he mentioned that Canute only has like 100 people with him, and he
Mm.
believes that if it's only 100, he should be able to get away unscathed.
Oh
A bit of a
yeah,
flexing
yeah,
from Thorfinn there.
yeah, yeah. But probably not in his perspective. It's probably not even flexing. He
Oh,
just know. He just
he's just
he
saying it as
has
it is. He's not trying to like
yeah.
build himself up.
He knows that he's probably gonna be fine. He's probably gonna be able to get away.
Hmm. And I love
So
how life is at the same time he is very much like he's finally has Thorfinn with him, so now let's get to Iceland, god damn it. But at the same
yeah.
time he's also like understanding that this is something Thorfinn will have to do.
Yeah,
So
yeah, to actually get rest.
mm.
Yeah,
So great couple of episodes.
yeah,
I'm really looking forward to the next ones, and remember to like and subscribe, and to also to comment, and then we'll see you next time. So, bye bye.
bye bye.